What's up, everybody? On the way to work. Man, that's every time I hit record, it kills my music that I'm listening to. And I was listening to some Wiz Khalifa, So High is the name of the song. For those of you who don't know, I don't get high anymore. I've been sober for about 9 years now. So this is my way of kind of reminiscing on that time without really, getting high. So big shout outs for anybody that's in recovery. And if you're not in recovery, get some resources. There's plenty of people out there that can help you if you have issues with substance abuse. All right, back to crypto. What I want to bring up today is I want to talk about where I think the markets are, what we could expect if we are coming into a downtrend in the markets, a bear cycle, and what I think will happen for token projects and NFTs. It's just kind of my thoughts for the day on kind of where we're at. Before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out to the Heartbreak Club. They came by the studio, and if you don't know who they are, they're a project on Cardano, NFT project. I bought some. I still have them. They have some merch. If you minted 5 off of the mint, you got a t-shirt. If you mint 10, you get a hoodie and a t-shirt. So I was just really, the packaging that these t-shirts came in was just phenomenal. Just everything about the project was really, really cool. If you haven't, go check them out. Big shout out to that team. Super cool. We're actually going to be doing some cool stuff with them in the future with that team. So I can't really tell you. Maybe I've said too much. I hope I haven't. But anyway, also, Boss Cat Planets. Congratulations if you got in on that. Golly, man, it was like an instant 9x, and it's still going. So go check them out on JPEG Store. Just big shout out to that team. They get a lot of hate, man, but here's my thing when I hear hate about Boss Cat Planets and Boss Cat Rocket Club and the rocket parts. At this point, they've done everything that they said they're going to do. So people that are hating, no, I don't know. There's really nothing to hate about. People that say they're wash trading, they're not wash trading. If they're wash trading, they're losing tons of money doing it. I'll just leave it at that. So they're not wash trading. All that stuff's just some FUD that gets stirred up. I don't know where it comes from. It has no basis. Anyway, all right. So the markets. I know everybody's kind of feeling it, right? And feeling the correction. Several people text me throughout the day. What are we doing? What's going on? What's happening? What should I do? Should I sell? Should I get out? We've had all this news about the Ukraine, and then it seemed to have died down, right? And then yesterday it kind of ramped back up. This is a monster. I don't drink the Bang. It's just a little too much. It seemed that war seemed to have ramped back up, or the supposed war, more troops, tanks, all this, footage online, announcements. So, when things like that happen, that causes uncertainty in every market, not just crypto or NFTs, but every single market out there. When news like that happens, you see corrections, huge corrections. And, so that's kind of where I think the drop yesterday came from, was, that news ramping back up. Now, that's not to say that we've needed some kind of correction in the market. And I know we were at 69,000 as Bitcoin a few weeks ago. But historically, when we have run-ups, when we have bull cycles and bull markets, there's a large correction that comes for crypto and for Bitcoin. And we just haven't. I know for a lot of people, a 50% correction is very painful. And I'm not taking anything away from that. I agree with you. But that is nothing compared to the 2018 bear market, when we saw corrections of 80, 85, 90, some of the altcoins were 95. Some of the altcoins didn't make it out of the market. They died in the bear market, and that's what happens. That's kind of another point I want to bring up. A lot of those bear market a lot of those smaller projects die. They will die in the bear market. They don't have enough volume, the community, everything. They just don't have enough to keep them sustainable through something like that. And I'm not saying we're entering a bear market. I'm saying we're due for something like that in crypto. Whether it happens or not, it's up. The one thing about this market is it will do exactly what it wants to do. It does not, people that try to pinpoint and that's going to happen and the golden bull and all, that doesn't. You can't go by that anymore. All those rules have been thrown out the window. We're in new territory when it comes to crypto, when it comes to market cycles. We don't know what's going on. So anybody telling you that they do know what's going on, I would definitely not listen to them very long. So, I'm just telling you from experience what has happened. So let's say we are going into one. Let's just say we are, hypothetical. The kind of things that happen in a bear market is terrifying. It's a terrifying experience. And when there's a moment of disbelief in people, especially early investors, when they don't believe that they're in one, or that it's going to go down, or they believe that it's going to go up any moment. I just got to keep holding, and tomorrow, everything's going to be back to normal. I'm telling you, that's not what's going to happen if we are in a bear market. It will continue to go lower and lower and lower. And like I said a minute ago, a lot of these projects will end up dying if they're not strong enough to make it through the bear market. A lot of these NFT projects. Now, the thing about NFTs, we've never seen a bear market, an NFT bear market. We've never seen anything like a bear market NFT, especially the explosion we've had in NFTs. We don't know what that's going to look like. I will tell you, though, psychology, people are they're going to want to get out money. They don't want an asset. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Justin Bieber. An asset that's worth $500,000, and there's a potential for that thing to be worth sub 100K. No one wants that to happen to their money. They're not going to let that happen. So this idea that these NFTs are just going to hold value even through the darkest times, I don't think that's true. I think that's wrong-headed. I don't think that's the correct way to think of things. I think if we do enter some kind of crazy bear market, everything goes. Everything goes. Gaming, tokens, everything. Everybody's got to pull that liquidity out. Everybody needs money for groceries. If we do go into a wars type situation, I think everything goes. So, moral of the story is, let's watch what's happening right now in Russia and UK. We need to see how that plays out when it comes to the overall global markets. And we also need to see this thing in Canada. This, World War III in Canada, right? Who called that one? So we need to see how that plays out as well, and to get a better idea of where we think these markets are going to go. If we do, this is me saying it, if we do go into some kind of crazy bear market, everything goes. There's not going to be a safe asset. Probably Tether and USDC would be your safer choice. So that's my 2 cents on kind of where we're at. I know everybody's kind of freaking out, seeing their tokens and their Ethereum go down and their Bitcoin go down, and some of the NFTs are taking huge hits. I'm not telling you whether to buy or sell. I'm never going to do that. I'm just going to tell you, you guys need to prepare yourself for whatever you think is coming, and do the right thing, and don't let your bags go to zero, because a lot of times they will, even when you think they won't. Anyways, that's all I got. That's just a brief little shared story. I wanted to, shared information and my thoughts on the market. Hope everybody has a good day. Y'all take it easy. Bye.